this is my second video on YouTube, and today I'm here with a Q&A. I've put a question box on Instagram and asked you to ask me questions about K-pop, BTS, private life, so let's go. The first question is, how do you discover BTS? It was 2013 and I was a little kid, like I think 10 years old, maybe 11. Psy with Gangnam Style was so popular, like in the whole world, like here in Italy too. I was with my friends and we were watching YouTube videos, okay? And this video of these girls dancing Gangnam Styles pop up in our face. That song was so freaking popular, so we click on that, and these girls were Yaveya, Vayeya, and then I started to follow them. They are Korean. There were a lot of videos where they dance in K-pop songs, and the first song that I listened to, like a K-pop song, was Ringalinga. I think it's Ringalinga of Taeyang of Big Bang. This is how I started to listen to K-pop, because I started to listen to Big Bang, then 21, and 4 Minute, you know, all these old groups, and then BTS. How long have you been an ARMY? Since 2014, maybe 2015. I've been into K-pop since 2013. Okay, who do you notice first in BTS? Who is your bias and bias wrecker? The first member that I noticed was Jin. I remember that I fell in love with him like the first second that I saw him. I think I noticed him first because he was the oldest and I was 11 years old. I was a kid, okay? Because he's simply handsome, okay? He's worldwide handsome. I think I fell in love when I saw the scene in Boy in Love, like the big girl and locker scene. When I was little, I thought of having a family with him and a daughter. I'm not joking. So, the first member that I noticed and my first bias was Jin. My bias now, Jungkook. Jungkook is my bias now, and my bias wrecker, I think I'm going to say Jimin, because Jimin was my second bias. Jin was my bias from 2014 to 2015, maybe 2016. Then Jimin from 2016 to 2018, 2017, I don't know, because I remember that I was so obsessed with Jimin Wings era. Like I was so freaking obsessed in Blood, Sweat and Tears and with his song Lie. I was so obsessed. And then Jungkook. But I think they are all my bias wrecker. Like they're just amazing. I'm OT7, okay? Like my bias is Jungkook. I have a lot of bias wrecker in BTS, but you have to love them in the same way. Hey love, what do you do for a living? Next question. I'm a makeup artist, but I'm not working at the moment. Being a makeup artist where I live is impossible. Right now at the moment, like I'm doing social media, but I am a makeup artist, like I'm a certified makeup artist, but also I'm a dancer, because I went to an high school that was a sort of dance academy. I did all the normal subjects like math, philosophy, Italian, English, like all the normal subjects, but dance too. Every freaking day of the week, 6 days a week, I did a lot of dance, ballet dance, contemporary dance, dance laboratory, and I did a lot of dance examination. It was so like difficult. In my class, we were all girls, really competitive. The level of the class was really high. So I worked and studied really hard. I graduated, I came out with 97, but I decided to change my journey, because I love dance. I love dancing. It's one of my biggest passions since I was 3 years old, but I decided to change my journey and became a makeup artist. I decided to go in a makeup academy, and I am a certified makeup artist, but at the moment I'm not working. I need to find a job because I need these. I have to pay my BTS concert. And this is another question. What is your hobby? Makeup, dance, I like drawing, social media. These are my hobbies. What's your favorite BTS album and what's your favorite BTS song? But I have a lot of questions like that. For example, like, which is your favorite BTS album and solo album? So I'm going to explain a little bit. My favorite album, I can't choose one. So I'm going to say The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Young Forever, Winx, and Love Yourself, Answer. My favorite song, Impossible. I love all of them, okay? All of them. I am really attached to the old eras, like a lot. I think I'm going to say House of Cards because that song is like heaven. It's one of my favorite songs, I think. There's not all the members in it, so I don't know. That's so difficult. I'm going to say Blood, Sweat and Tears. Fake Love. I can't choose, guys. So I'm going to say House of Cards, okay? And my favorite solo album, Golden. Not because Jungkook is my bias, but because it's more my vibe. But even J-Hope albums are really cool. Jimin's album, Yoongi album. So do you listen to other artists aside BTS? Yes, of course. In K-pop, I listen to Anipen, Katsai, even they're not completely a K-pop group. I listen the old groups like Big Bang, 21 for a Minute. Other artists, I love Michael Jackson, The Case Atlantic, The Neighborhood, and I am a metal fan. I listen metal. I started in 2017, 2018 because I was dark, not emo, not goth. I was dark, simply dark, like my mind was dark. I listened to Bring Me the Horizon, Bad Omens, Asking Alexandria, you know what I'm talking about. I listen a lot of music, a lot. What is the most best memory, dream interaction you've had of BTS? The best memory, I think it was 2015 because I have proof. I recorded myself singing BTS songs. Like I recorded I Need You, Dope. I don't remember the other one. Danger. Maybe Danger. I remember that day. I literally remember that day because I was alone in my kitchen. It was summer and I took my mom's phone. She had an iPhone 4 and I remember that I listened to that audio even when I was outside, like in my car, because we couldn't have internet outside. So there were BTS songs, but with my voice. That's weird. This is one of my best memory of BTS, but also when I was obsessed with BTS funny moments and cute moments. I watched them a lot when I was a kid. The elevator prank, that video when they were sleeping with their X-rays. A lot of videos, honestly. So the best interaction, I'm gonna show you. Jungkook liked my video on TikTok in 2023. I'm really proud of it. In fact, I think I have some questions about it. Did you remember when Jungkook liked your video on TikTok? Of course, was the best day of my life. What was your reaction when Jungkook liked your video on TikTok? I freaked out because I had just woke up. I took my phone and I saw few requests on Instagram, but I said, okay, it's like, I don't care. I opened TikTok and I saw a DM on TikTok, like, girl, wake up, Jungkook liked your video. And I said, what the fuck are you saying? I clicked the notification and there were a lot of comments, like, Jungkook liked your video, oh my god, girl, Jungkook liked your video. And I said, I think I'm dreaming. That was insane for me. I am so freaking grateful because that's a big gift. Like, thank you. What is that one BTS song you cry when you hear? Butterfly. I think Butterfly, but also Don't Leave Me, Save Me. Member do you think is most similar to you? I think I am the perfect mix of all of them, like, because they're so different but similar at the same time. Like, I think Jungkook because he's my bias, like all of them. Maybe not Namjoon because he's too smart.
I love your sexy brain.
Like, I'm not that smart. What gives you the motivation to keep going no matter what happens? This is a really good question. And the answer is actually not so simple, but I think like life is one, okay? Sometimes I got mad with myself because I asked myself, why didn't you start this, like all of these social media before? Why? Because this is your passion. People can judge you. People can say, oh my god, this is so cringe. Okay, fuck off. Because this is what I want to do in my life. I started TikTok in 2021, okay, but just in a random way. I started TikTok in a really good way in 2023. Then in 2024, in October, I started with Instagram because I have my own account, like personal account. And right now I started YouTube because this is what I want to do in my life. Also, really soon, maybe next year, because I need the setup and all those stuff, I'm going to start Twitch. I will start Twitch because this is what I want to do. Motivation, just life is one. Do what you want. Period. How did you get your inspiration for a YouTube channel? Just passion. I have this passion since I was 10 years old. I am going to bring right here the content that I want, the content that match my vibe, because like I don't want to be a copy paste. Inspiration comes looking around you, okay? But at the same time, like using your head, using your mind. Would you go to BTS new world tour in 2026? Of course. Of course, because if I don't get those tickets, I'm going to... What languages can you speak? I speak Italian, I speak English, a little bit of French, and a little bit of Spanish. Like, Spanish is really similar to my language, so it's really easy for me. I can sing in French, and I can count in French.
Oui.
What's your fave JK song? Maybe Closer to You. But of that album, I love all of them. Euphoria too, because in fact, I have some questions about my tattoos. Do you have any BTS tattoos? Of course. These are BTS tattoos, Euphoria. This was my first tattoo ever with this rose, and 7. Of course, 7. I have a lot of tattoos, especially in my arms. I have 12 tattoos. Do you know everything about BTS? Song, interview, meme. Yes. When I was a kid, the only platform for me was YouTube. Okay? Then in 2017, I started with Instagram, VLive, you know, these kind of platforms. For example, I never had Twitter. Right now it's different because I have everything under control and every update is just in real time. But the fact that I'm an army since a lot of time, it's more easy for me because I know everything. I had the time to know everything. What's something BTS has personally taught you throughout the years? To love myself. They are a family for me. Also, thanks to them, I did big stuff and I met beautiful people around the world, and that's simply amazing. Do you think BTS will ever do a concert in Italy? I swear, they came in Italy a few times, especially in the last years for, you know, Gucci, Bottega Veneta, you know, for all this stuff about fashion, but never in a concert. That's sad. For me, it's really difficult even they came in Italy because I don't live in Italy. I live in Sardinia. So I have to take a plane and all the stuff. But it's more easy for me. San Siro, I think it could be a really good place for them. It's really big. I swear, honestly, I swear. How old were you when you had your nose piercing and did it hurt? I was 16 and no, it didn't hurt. I can say how I did it, okay? If you know, you know. I love it. If you could spend a day with one BTS member, who would it be and who would you do?
What? Child. Anyway, so
I'm not going to say Jungkook, okay? Because it's really obvious, okay? Of course it's Jungkook. I think J-Hope. I love because he's so funny, and he's so talented. I need some dance lessons with the king. So J-Hope, if you could have one BTS song as your life theme song, which one would it be? I love you, girl. I love you, girl. Black Swan? Black Swan is a masterpiece. Imagine a life theme with Black Swan. What's your favorite video you ever done? I think that video that JK Like It with his cardboard cutout, me dancing 3D. Of course, all the videos when I'm dressing up like BTS. I use my imagination a lot. I think that videos are my favorites, so yeah. How old are you? I am 22 years old. I am 2003. Have you ever experienced a BTS concert? And if you did, which concert did you go to? I think I'm going to live right now.
Let's go.
Unfortunately not. Like, it wasn't possible for me. I wasn't able to go for school, like my parents, a lot of stuff. It's more like perfect right now because I was too young. They never came in Italy, so yeah, it was actually impossible, but now is the perfect time. So please, BTS tickets are mine, okay? I felt frustrated for that because when you love a group like that, not just for their music but for everything, and you can't see them, that's awful. Going to see a BTS concert is a full experience of life, okay? It's a full experience of life. Even if you don't follow them, it's a beautiful experience because they sing, they dance, all the colors, the lights, everything, okay, is amazing. I remember in 2022, I was so frustrated for the concert yet to come in Korea that was free. Why life is so unfair sometimes. But you know, life is amazing, so I know that I'm going to see them in the future. I know, and I know 2026 can be a beautiful year. So what's your favorite thing about being an ARMY? Thanks to BTS, I did a lot of things, and being an ARMY, listen to them, watch their videos, a lot of content every day, every minute. That's amazing because you're always like so full of things. I love being an ARMY. Even sometimes the fandom is really toxic, even sometimes it's difficult to meet them, but I love to be an ARMY, honestly, a lot. I was looking at my Instagram questions and I received more, so I'm going to answer with a special guest. Would you ever do a vlog or day in the life video? Yes, I love them. I need to find some activities because my days are really boring, but I love vlogs and yes, of course. What is your all-time favorite Italian dish? I don't know, maybe lasagna, pizza. What are Korean foods you really want to try someday?
Stop. What do you mean by that?
I don't know, I think everything. What's your favorite fashion, makeup trend you've ever seen? I love grunge, but I love street style as clothes. My favorite makeup trend, I think, is espresso makeup. I love like intense eyes, brown, black colors. I love it. And I love like a rock star grunge makeup, little wet, black, smoky eyes. Korean makeup is really cool. I love Korean beauty stuff and makeup. Okay, this was the Q&A. Thank you for all the questions. With this video, I had the opportunity, I swear, to let you know me better, because sometimes when you speak, when you like interact with people, is more easy, to even understand your vibe more. I hope you like this video and thank you so much for being with me in this journey. I'm really happy, so love you.